Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope y'all are doing really well. I am hopping on in the middle of nap time. I'm actually going to be hopping on live here in a little bit for a social that I'm doing. I'm really excited about. It's really fun to be able to be involved in introducing people to Beautycounter, introducing people to the need for safer beauty, this light that's driving me crazy. Whatever. And so I'm just really excited to kind of share a little bit more of my story, but I was practicing and kind of writing things down and just kind of getting my thoughts in a row because you guys know how I can kind of ramble. And it got me to thinking, man, I really haven't shared with my tribe my why in a while. And if I ever have it all, honestly, I don't know. I didn't go back through the archives. And so I just wanted to hop on for a little bit and share, and I made some notes. And share why I started with Beautycounter, what drew me to this company, what basically answering the what was she thinking question, and share just a little bit more about that journey and what that looked like for me, because it's different for everybody, and I just think it's so fun to figure out what really drew people or what really draws people to do the things that they do, to make the choices that they make. So for those of you who don't know, I have been blogging. I'm a food blogger and recipe developer for close to a decade now. The blog is heathersdish.com. I have been really thankful and really lucky to have been kind of one of the first adopters of, I feel like that sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. I'm not like pioneer woman, of course, but one of the first adopters of just kind of food blogging and using blogging as a community and a work source basically for the past 10 years. I'm really thankful for that, and the community and the platform that I have is amazing. The people who are fans and followers and enjoy my recipes, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do any of it without them, and I just have really enjoyed that. When my second son was born, which was 3 years ago, I can't believe he's 3, he just turned 3 like 2 weeks ago, so I'm still kind of grasping for that. When he turned 3, I kind of could see, you know, the thing about blogging is there were a lot of really kind of new up and coming people, and that's awesome. And I think it's amazing that we all have this platform where we can share the things about our lives and the things that we have in common, the things that make us different, and it's awesome. But I could kind of see what I needed to do in order to reach the next level with blogging or with that piece of my career. And I just wasn't sure if I was willing to put in the time or the effort or the money that it was going to take to get there, especially with a newborn baby. And so over the next year, I just kind of was able to keep up. I mean, for those of you who are moms, you know it's hard to just kind of keep up with life in general with a new baby. And so I was just kind of doing the bare minimum to kind of stay on top of things. And I wasn't doing anything to really push my brand forward. And it got me to thinking, I just don't know if I'm willing to keep pushing and growing my blog necessarily. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to write a cookbook. I knew I didn't want to develop a line of courses. I knew I didn't want to go and get an office job. I knew that it was important for me and Nate both to that I would be able to stay home and be with our kids. But we both want and need for me to be able to contribute financially. And so it kind of got me thinking, what are my next steps? Like, do I quit blogging and you know, become a virtual assistant or something like that? Or do I keep pushing this? What do I do? And so during that period of time, my friend Madison had just been sharing really authentically her story with miscarriage and infertility and all of these issues that she was having, and the way that she was swapping out her old products, and that means like skincare, makeup, cleaning products, etc., cookware, for cleaner and safer alternatives. And she was, lo and behold, able to get pregnant and have a healthy baby, and that is just an amazing story in and of itself. But she was really sharing how this choosing safer was making a difference in her life. And a piece of that pie for her was Beautycounter. She was switching out her old products for safer products with Beautycounter. And so she was a blogging friend. I read her blog all the time, followed each other on social media. And so it was really interesting for me to see that piece of her life going on. Eventually, she started sharing more about the actual opportunity to become a Beautycounter consultant and what she actually did from home. And through that time, I was like, maybe I should just try a couple of these products and see if I like them. So I bought a bottle of the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer, which I actually literally still have that same bottle, and it's still good like through next year. But I bought the tinted moisturizer, really liked it. She had gifted me some hair care as a thank you present for something. And I was like, wow, these products are not only, safe, they're actually effective. They work really well. They are exactly what I would want from a product. And, not to mention that they're safer, and they're attached to this movement to get safer products into the hands of everybody. And so I sat there and I was thinking, and when I say I sat there, this was like a couple week long thing. And I sat there and I said, I don't see anybody else out there doing this. I see people who are making cleaner skincare, but I don't see them on mission to do something about it. And I saw Beautycounter is just at this crossroads of safer skincare and health, and just like the deeper understanding of how health actually works with our bodies. And I just said, you know what? I see an opportunity here, and I want to get in on the ground floor. I don't want to be a late adopter that, 5 years from now, it's already a huge company and everybody on every corner sells it. I want to be one of the first people out there saying, look at what this company is doing, and here's how you can support a greater mission. So I looked at it. I'm flipping through my notes. And I finally, in January 1st of 2017, I said yes, and I joined Beautycounter. And so the thing is with that, the reason I tell you all of that is that you need to know, just from a transparency standpoint, for me, it was a financial need first. I wanted another stream of revenue. I wanted something that was going to ensure that I could stay home with my kids and be the mom that I wanted to be, and be involved in their classrooms and in their education and in their after-school activities, and that I would be able to know their friends and all of the things that go with being a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to do that. But I also love working, and I love being able to contribute financially, and we needed for me to. And so it started off as a financial need. But what happened very shortly after is when you learn these things about the skincare industry and about the products that we put on our bodies every day, on our body's largest organ, you can't unlearn it. You can't unlearn the fact that so many of these products contain chemicals that either have little or no or adverse health effects. I say little to no data, or have data showing that they do have adverse health effects on us. And it just blows my mind that there's only like 20% of the population even knows it, and then an even smaller percentage of the population does anything about it. And so I said, this was a financial opportunity, but this mission is something that is going to push me far beyond the financial piece. So when people say no, or I don't meet a quota, or I say quota, we don't have quotas, but when I don't meet my own sales goals or something like that, I can push past it because I know that the work that I'm doing is tied to a mission that is meaningful to literally every person out there. It has grown into a passion for making sure that this mission to get safer skincare into the hands of everybody is seen through. And when I say that, a lot of people will say, well, not everybody here can afford Beautycounter, so you're really not getting that mission accomplished with everybody. But here's what we're doing. We're not just selling products. We're selling products that are held to a higher standard than even European health laws, which is fantastic. We ban over 1,500 chemicals and ingredients from our products, and we still have some of the most effective stuff out there. But what we're doing is we're also advocating for more health protective laws. We're educating the population. We're bringing on more consultants and creating more awareness around this issue. And I believe, honestly, at least in the next couple of years, we're going to see a huge change in the regulation in the skincare industry. And I think a lot of that is going to be because of the work that I do and that my coworkers with Beautycounter do in advocating for more health protective laws. And what that does is it holds all of these huge companies to higher standards so that they are forced to use safer ingredients in their products, which then gets into the hands of everybody out there. Anyway, sorry, I get a little fired up, but it makes me really, really excited to think about the fact that I was able to take advantage of a huge opportunity to get in on the ground floor of a company that is going to be financially rewarding, or has been financially rewarding for my family, and will continue to be down the road. I call this kind of like a retirement plan. I was able to get in on the ground floor of it. You could get in on the ground floor right now if you wanted to. But it's not even just that. It's that we're doing work that is meaningful. We are doing work that is going to change the health of our nation. And it's a great group of women and men that I get to work with anyway. So all of that being said, that's kind of just a little bit of my why. And I just thought, it's about time that I share that a little bit more publicly. And that is kind of it. So I hope you guys are having a really great Sunday, and let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk soon. Bye.